Okay. Alright, let's try this again. This subject matter is too long and too many variables, too many tangent topics that can be covered. So this will just be another continuation of a dialogue concerning this whole gays in the church type of thing, I guess. And I don't know if you have to be more specific and say gays in the black church, or gay men in the black church, or gay men that are in music ministries in the church. I mean, you can get real specific on it or whatever, but let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at with this, because I think the underlying question behind all of this dialogue, at least for me, is do homosexuals who are in the church actually believe, or have they gotten to a place now where they believe that it is okay for them to be gay and homosexual and, believe in Jesus Christ and think that they're going to go, I guess, go to heaven, that they're doing right? Do they even see it like they have an issue? Do they see it like another sinner who is straight and can't stop having sex with different women, or with a woman outside of marriage, or somebody who has a problem with any sin? Do they even see themselves in a situation where they're in sin and they need help to deal with that? Or do they just say or see it as, you guys misread the Bible, you don't understand, God has no problem with homosexuality, you're just wrong, and I'm right, and homosexuality is right, and being gay is right, it's just another alternative lifestyle, and that's what it is? So that, for me, is the question. I'm curious to find out what these people really believe. Do they honestly believe that it's all good? Because either it is or it's not. If it's not, then there should be some things happening. If it is, then there should be some things happening. So you gotta make a choice. Gotta make a choice. So let's get at this. This is really to the gentleman who just recently posted some comments. So maybe I don't know if you get a chance to check this out, but this is for you. What have gays done negative to the black church or the black community? I don't know. Maybe ask all the people who've been raped by a man and they were boys. Ask them. Ask Tone. Ask Donnie McClurkin. Ask any of these other people. Ask some other people who haven't come out and spoken up. Whether or not a man who wants to have sex with another man has done anything negative to them in their life. So, when we make these real big, huge, general comments, we really need to be mindful a little bit of what we're saying, because how could you honestly think that? There are people who are straight that have done bad things in the church. So you think that gays and homosexuals haven't been in the church for so many years and haven't done anything negative or bad? So just that thought process alone, had you even taken out the time to even think that far, maybe you wouldn't have said that. And maybe if you had thought a little bit more, you wouldn't even said that if it was a job interview situation and you were behind the desk or whatever, and I was interviewing with you, I would not get the job because of my close-mindedness. Meaning somehow that if I don't accept gay people or think that being gay is okay, that I'm not going to get a job. Not discussing or commenting or talking about being qualified for the job, but we're talking about whether or not I accept your lifestyle. Hypocrite. Right? Because you're now going to discriminate against somebody because they don't agree with you. And you're not looking at, it's irrelevant or irregardless of whether or not they're qualified for the job. Right? Anyway, but my thing is, with this whole gay rights and all this kind of stuff, even like in the world, like, if being gay and homosexual is a sexual preference, how is it that I can discriminate? How is it possible for someone to discriminate against you by your sexual preference unless you're walking around literally having sex publicly? which in most cases is illegal. So that how does that work? Could it be that maybe the company or people, now don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say that if you're wrong it justifies somebody else being wrong. All people should be respected, period, because all people were born in sin, so all people should be respected equally, period. But if being gay and homosexual is just a sexual preference, and I can't determine that just by looking at you, what is it that a person sees when they look at someone who is gay that makes them change how they treat that person or act a certain way? What is it? Is it a man trying to act like a woman, or a man acting like a woman? Is it a woman acting like a man or trying to act like a man? Is it someone maybe just... I mean, there are people who are straight that talk too much, that are flamboyant, that are boisterous, that just love attention. These are some of the stereotypes or generalizations that categorize and follow people who are homosexual or gay, but also fall under people who are straight. So it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. If you have those type of attributes, you might not get the job. Ain't got nothing to do with discrimination or racism or whatever. And to me personally, it's disgusting and insulting that gays won't even put themselves in the same boat or category with black people, with what we've gone through and what we've endured for being black. You got a choice to choose to have sex with another man if you're a man and another woman if you're a woman, and then on top of that, that could be your choice, fine, but you even have another choice by sheer nature of your own discipline of your body and your stuff and your mind and your emotions, of how you walk around, how you talk, how you think, how you act. If your wrist is limp, if you snap in your neck, if you roll in your eyes, if you wearing hot pink and you a man and it's not accepted from a national worldly sense of fashion, and you wearing hot pink and polka dots and mismatch and orange color bright looking like a fruit rainbow Skittle bag, and you think, oh, they just hating cause I'm gay. No, they looking at you saying they're looking, just saying that, you know what, that's a little much for my work environment, and I don't want that. Has nothing to do with your sexual preference, because your sexual preference should be happening in your personal space and behind closed doors. I don't know about your sexual preference, neither should it be an issue, but because it's 2009 and we're getting closer, these things are going to happen and will happen and have happened, so it is what it is. Hey, I ain't got no qualms with it, because I know what time it is. But if y'all want to honestly sit down and have an intelligent discussion about it, don't be surprised if you find yourself feeling or looking stupid, because unfortunately too many people who have been bigots and hypocrites and racists and hate gay people and all this bashing and all that kind of crap are maybe not that intelligent. They're not. Just like the people who were doing the same against black people, they're not that intelligent. Not that intelligent, and maybe not that articulate either, and maybe blinded by hate, you know, and their own issues. So that's what it is. But on the real, you want to sit down and really have an intellectual discussion about it, I'll shut the whole thing down. On the real, I will shut the whole thing down, because I should not be able to know your sexual preference just by looking at you. It's something else. Now, whether that's something else that we understand intellectually or discern spiritually, it is something else, and you can take your pick on which it is. So, part 1.